There's something that it's always been talked about, but we do not really pay attention to a power that it holds. And that is the power of consistency. Yes. You know, in Africa, maybe it's not in Africa, there's a bird that they called woodpecker. So it's just a bird, right? It has a very long, whatever it is in its mouth. And it just stays on one position constantly, you know, chopping the tree, just chopping the tree. When you go back to that particular tree sometime later, if someone told you this was done by that woodpecker, you will say no. That bird, you say no, that's not true. Why? Because that bird remains consistent, just hitting that spot, just eating that spot. That's the power of consistency. You know, from the part of the world where I came from in Africa, there's a proverb, maybe it's parlance or proverb, that when a blacksmith is hitting the iron on just one spot, it's because they're seeing a sign. There's something they're seeing there. So they keep on eating just one spot, And again, that reinforces the power of consistency. People say you have to be consistent, but we never for once ask ourselves, why do I have to be consistent? Or what do I get from being consistent? We just hear it, be consistent. Now, here's something not many people know about one of the most successful companies in the world, Amazon. Who started Amazon? Who is the founder? Okay. Now, Jeff Bezos started Amazon. It wasn't the giant tech empire that it is today. Okay. It started with a book being sold online at a time. That's how Amazon started, you know, online bookstore. And that was why some people were laughing at him then that, you know, you're not going to succeed. You're not going anywhere with just selling books. But Jeff didn't aim to change the world all at once. See, that's a lesson for somebody here. You want to change the world or you want to achieve something, but you want to do it at a time. I used to be like that. I always want to do everything all at once. And if I can't do everything all at once, I get overwhelmed. It doesn't work that way. It simply started with small, simple act of selling books online. And the compound effect took over. You see, the power of compound effect is be proven even in the financial sector. If you put your money in the Roth IRA, or you put it in 401k, or you put it in S&P 500, or you put it in Treasury, the compounding effect of you putting your money there, it's hugely significant to the interest that you get at the end of the day. So, small decisions, one at a time, led Amazon to dominate the e-commerce world as we have it today. One decision, one at a time. Amazon didn't become big when they started. No, it's as a result of consistency. Jeff also didn't need big moves. What he needed was consistency. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. You've been applying for jobs. You've been doing interview. You've been training to change your career. You've been doing one thing or the other just because you want to move from where you are to where you want to be. You're on step A, but you want to go to Z. But if you're not consistent from A to B, from B to C, from C to D, you want to move from A to D. You fall down, come back to A again, then come back to D, you fall again, then come back to A. Rather than move from A to B, B to C, C to D, and then all the way to Z. But if you want to jump, you're going to keep falling, right? So the consistency there is moving from one step to another, knowing that you're making your move in the right direction towards your goal. And what is the message? It's not huge, life-changing events that leads to success. It's not. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking how they can break into cybersecurity. It's tough, especially if you're like how I used to be, stuck in a job that doesn't pay enough, or feeling like you've hit a wall. I get it. That is why I created something more than just these videos you're watching. Something structured, practical, and focused on real action. It's called the 5-day Cybersecurity Job Challenge. This isn't just content you'll binge and forget. We're talking hands-on learning, real skills, and daily guidance. 2 hours a day for 5 days. It's all designed to push you from thinking about change to actually making it happen. Look, I love making these YouTube videos, but let's be honest, how many times have you watched a great video, thought, I'm going to do something about that, and then didn't? That is why this challenge is different. It's designed to be your support. Okay, we're not just learning, you're giving tasks, actionable steps every single day with live Q&As where I personally help you avoid mistakes and land the jobs that will change your life. Watching my videos is great, but if you want to go beyond watching, if you're ready to take real steps toward a $250,000 career a year, come join the challenge. The link is in the description below. You can't miss it. Now, enjoy the rest of this video, but don't forget to come back when you're ready to take that next step. See, go look at all those big, eventful, successful individuals that we know today. They can tell you, they can trace their success to the small, uneventful, inconsequential change or steps that they took. I'm telling you. It is not all the time you see something big happen. Do you know, even if they get contracts, even if they get jobs, it's because they met somebody at a time. And you know, they're making those changes gradually. There's something I do tell people: if we have fan in this place and you turn off the fan is not going to stop immediately. It's gradually, you know, it's just a gradual thing, and before you know it, it stops. It's a natural order. It's a law of life. And one thing I know is that if you learn to follow the laws of nature, law of life, which some people will say principle of life, you would always succeed because it is predictable. It's predictable. When you throw something up, it will come down, and it will come down consistently, except something hit it as it's coming down. So it's just the nature. It's a law of life. It's principle. So that's what I will tell you. Making small, consistent actions every day. Again, small, consistent actions every day. If you wanna do something, you don't have to start big. That's the truth. You know, even sometimes we get overwhelmed because we want to start from the top. If you want to do something, no matter how consequential, no matter how significant that thing is, I believe that starting small, taking one step at a time, one step at a time. To you, it might seem insignificant. Let's look at maybe someone wants to gain weight or you want to gain muscles, right? You can't go to the gym and work out for 9 hours and get everything that same day. It's impossible. But you can be going to the gym 1 hour a day for 9 days and you will see improvement. Number 2, you want 9 kids. Can you impregnate 9 women and then they have 9 kids at the same time, the same day? No. They still have to wait the process of 9 months, So it's the same, it's just law of life. And I think if we just sit down, think properly about these laws, about this nature, I think it will help us to know how to move, how to do things and how to take steps that will lead us towards the path that we want to go and achieve. And again, what is the surprising fact here? The compound effect shows that spending just 5 minutes a day on a skill or task can result in exponential growth over time. The key word there is exponential growth. Exponential. 5 minutes, don't do more than 5 minutes. You want to become a product designer, just try. Start today. Spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You want to become a digital marketer, try just 5 minutes. You want to become a software engineer, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Rather than you say, well, today I'm going to study for 5 hours. Something that you just started, you won't get it done. You want to apply for a job. Start by applying for just 1, 2, 3, and then gradually you'll be consistent with it. Okay? Here is what I'm going to say, and this is the last on this topic. Everyone who works with consistency will have the law of compound effect in their favor. If you're consistent, again, this is not motivational talk. It's a fact. Again, it's law of nature. We can't change it. If you employ consistency, you would have compound effect in your favor. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you. You know, I get a lot of messages from people asking how they can break into cybersecurity. It's tough, especially if you're like how I used to be, stuck in a job that doesn't pay enough, or feeling like you've hit a wall. I get it. That is why I created something more than just these videos you're watching. Something structured, practical, and focused on real action. It's called the 5-day Cybersecurity Job Challenge. This isn't just content you binge and forget. We're talking hands-on learning, real skills, and daily guidance. 2 hours a day for 5 days. It's all designed to push you from thinking about change to actually making it happen. Look, I love making these YouTube videos, but let's be honest, how many times have you watched a great video, thought, I'm going to do something about that, and then didn't? That is why this challenge is different. It's designed to be your support. Okay, we're not just learning, you're giving tasks, actionable steps every single day with live Q&As where I personally help you avoid mistakes and land the jobs that will change your life. Watching my videos is great, but if you want to go beyond watching, if you're ready to take real steps toward a $250,000 career a year, come join the challenge. The link is in the description below. You can't miss it. Now, enjoy the rest of this video, but don't forget to come back when you're ready to take that next step.